Hello, can everyone hear me now? Well, get on the chat because I got headphones on. I got headphones on. Federal Bureau of Investigation. Who's the recent subscriber? Put explosive werewolf. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Our story so far. The professor and Luke make their way successfully to Reinhold Manor, where they meet Lady Dahlia. But before they can start talking, a loud noise startles Lady Dahlia's cat, Claudia, who runs off. The professor and Luke are now forced to find the missing feline. Alright. So, I think we rented a room last time. Aha! Look! A hidden puzzle! My beloved. A work from a famous artist was recently discovered. The painting is a self-portrait of the painter in his later years and is entitled My Beloved. Assuming the artist wasn't a huge narcissist and referring to himself, his beloved should appear in the painting somewhere. Can you find his beloved? Move the different sections of the picture around with your stylus. Touch the arrow icons to rotate the picture sections. When you form the answer, tap Submit. I think my screen is borked. What's up, FBI? so. That don't look right. I just flipped him upside down is all I did. Okay. Hey, Scara. Yes, it's called My Beloved. So let me show you the original, show how it looked like originally. Alright, but I'm supposed to be able to turn this to make it look like his beloved. So I think this is right, and maybe this is right, or no, it just looks like him upside down. Don't use the image of the artist.
I think I've got it! Professor, I've solved it!
Professor, I've solved it! That's right, the silhouette of the artist's true love was hidden in his painting. The painting must have been a tribute to his love for her, or for himself. Easy peasy. Now let's go find some more puzzles. Hello there, gentlemen. I've got a doozy of a puzzle on my hands. Here. Why don't you give it a go? Of dust and dustpan. As you can see, what we've got here is some trash in a dustpan made of matchsticks. Can you move 2 matchsticks to change the picture so the dustpan is holding the trash?
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
If I didn't know better, that was pretty simple. That's correct. Do your part to keep St. Mystere clean. Ah, yes, it's just as I suspected. The first time I laid eyes on you, I knew you were a man who knew puzzles. Daddy went to Luke. Sure. What a dump. I must say that I am very fond of handmade things. I'm sure you are. No good. We better get back to searching for Claudia, Professor. Not even the Layton mobile could make it across the river, huh? But of course, much as I adore the contraption, it is just a car after all. Luke, our little exchange has reminded me of a wonderful puzzle about cars. Why don't you give it a try? The Layton mobile, the professor's pride and joy, is stuck behind several other cars trying to exit a crowded parking lot. Things are so tight though that each car can only move forward and backwards with respect to the direction it's currently facing. Use your stylus to direct traffic and guide the professor's red car to the exit. Touch the front or back of the car to move it. Cars can only move forward or backwards, despite that they have a steering wheel and can turn left and right. Move the gray cars out of the way so that the professor's car can exit the lot. Can we just stick dynamite underneath the hood of each one of the gray cars and just blow them up? Or would that puzzle be too easy? Alright, so let's do it this way. Yep. All right. So, this is quite troubling indeed. Just trying to clear the cars immediately in front of the professor's vehicle won't get you anywhere. Think about exactly what it is you'll need to do to clear the path. That clearly wasn't right. Don't be afraid to take a step back to move ahead 2 steps. You may need to move some things into the way to get them out of the way in the end. When you're moving cars around, be sure to keep in mind each car's directional limitations. To start, you'll need to move the 2 cars directly in front of the Layton mobile in order to do that. You'll first need to move the horizontally oriented car that sits right above these 2 vehicles. Once you've completed that task, move the Layton mobile forward toward the exit. Then try to rearrange cars at the end of the lot opposite the exit. Okay? So I need to do this.
How does this sound? I did it! Yes!
Good job clearing out traffic. Now try to solve this puzzle again in the fewest number of movements possible. If you're really good, you should be able to do so in 14 moves. Yeah, well, I did not. Well, that takes care of the puzzle. But I do wonder when I'll be able to get back to my automobile. Strange gizmo, huh? We've succeeded in Sorry. Wow. We've succeeded in procuring rooms for the night. The town's only inn is undergoing renovation. As such, we'll be staying in the attic. At least, I know we'll be safe. The innkeeper is a sturdy woman who no doubt knows how to wield a rolling pin when need be. Now, back to looking for that cat. Okay. have just had it this time! I think I'm going to explode! Like a water balloon filled with rage! What's that? Why am I angry, you ask? Why am I angry? Lend me an ear, will you, guy? There are these 3 bozos in town, and we just can't stand each other. It's so bad that none of us want to see each other's ugly mugs. But St. Monsieur ain't a big place, right? Sometimes we cross paths on the way to work. And just like that, bam! Time for a screaming match. I sure do wish we could find a way to keep from bumping into each other in the mornings. Hang on now. You look like you got a good head on your shoulders. Do a guy a favor and help me with this. Unfriendly neighbors. Draw a path between one man's home and his work by connecting matching blocks. The catch is that these men can't stand each other. So you have to make sure that none of the paths touch. To make a path, all you need to do is tap a block and start drawing. Wow. Right. Whoa. This is easy. So easy. Alright. So, let's see here. Alright. So we got B connected. So let's try connecting D. Now, is it possible to connect A and C the way I have it without interfering with each other? That answer is no. Alright. So, I can't cross C or A to block B. Biggest mistake is connecting the two B's together in a straight line. So what if I did this? Since B is legitimately in the middle, maybe I can connect B on the outsides, leaving everything in the open. Now, does that create any issues with A? Because A literally has to go. Well, no, wait. No, I can't. D is going to have to go in a straight line. Only for the specific fact is because if I don't do D in straight line, I'm interfering with A and C. C. How does that work? Alright, well, why don't you just figure it out now? So, you might think that this puzzle is impossible, but rest assured it's not. First thing you should try to do is connect any pair of blocks. That'll limit where your next path can go. B's route is shortest. Try enough times and you're sure to figure it out. The path between the B block is a straight line. D goes around to the north. So B has to be a straight line. Which means D has to go around north. The only path that I can see for A is this one. And for C, this is the only path that I can see.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
So what was that? A right now only has one route, and that's going to cross D and C. So B needs a new route. Well, just as I said in the beginning, B had to go straight. That's right. Now, those guys don't even have to look at each other. Good job. Oh, thanks a million, guy. I can finally get to work without blowing my stack. I really mean it, Pally. You're a lot smarter than you look. I'm a dumbass. Oh yeah, let me clue you in. See that big old mess of a tower beyond the town square? Take a tip from me. If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away from that thing. I know. Well, right then. I'm off. Thanks again, buddy. I'm sorry to trouble you, madam, but have you seen a white cat run by? Oops, wait a minute, get back up here. A white cat? Oh, yes. It ran over that way toward the park. And may I ask, what are you planning on doing with it once you find it? We're going to take it back to Lady Dahlia. It's her cat, and she asked us to bring it back to her. And you're going to try and catch that cat barehanded? Oh, good heavens. That's a bit naive, don't you think? Listen here. Cats love treats. So try luring it over with some food. What do you suggest? I got some old fish bones around here that I'm sure the little thing would go wild over. I'd be happy to give them to you if you solve this puzzle for me. 7 prize-winning pigs are lazing about in a pen, taking over a farm and calling it an animal farm. No. To make sure that the pigs don't fight with each other, you've decided to section off the pen with 3 ropes. Can you hitch the ropes up to some of the posts shown below and separate each pig from its neighbor? Remember, not even a snout or curly tail can sneak over each partition. Drag the stylus from one point to another to draw a line. When you're finished sectioning off all the pigs, tap cement. How about... We'll start with this. And we'll start with this. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, but I'm only allowed to use 3 rows. I think this one's right though. But I think I need to do this. Because then I can do this. That doesn't work. I can do this. Let's do this again. Nope. Nope, that don't work. Nope, because I ain't separated these pigs. Alright, each pig is penned off, no part is hanging out or whatsoever.
Here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Good job. You made a lot of pigs very happy. I don't see how this one in the middle is happy, but we'll go with it. I must say, I'm very impressed. Here you go then, some fresh fish bones, as I promised. Good luck with that cat. Tee-hee. That guy gets so worked up that he turns red like a tomato. He looks so dumb. So, I hear you two are into puzzles. I can't tell. It's obvious I can tell. It's obvious from the way you're oogling these coins. You can smell it, can't you? Well, you're right. There's a puzzle in these coins. Have a look. Equilateral triangle. In the drawing below, 10 coins are arranged to form an equilateral triangle. The triangle is pointing up right now. But can you get it to point down by moving 3 coins? Move the coins around by sliding them with your stylus. When you're satisfied with their position, tap the submit icon. So I gotta get them to point downwards, right? So, I need to move 3 coins. What 3 coins to move? This one isn't that hard, Koo. Well, tell me which coins to move if it's not that hard. You're the one who said it was easy. I've already played this game, so... Just move the outer coins around. So basically, you want me to do this, this, and that, right?
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right. The interesting thing about this puzzle is the way the whole triangle changes shape with a simple shifting of a few coins. The trick is to think about the corners on the first triangle. Then it's easy to see the changes you need to make. Yep, it's just as I thought. You guys are a bunch of puzzle nuts. Oh. Same Mystery's full of puzzle lovers. Like you two. But not all of them are nice like me. Watch your back. your first time here, isn't it? Well, if you're looking for a warm meal and a hot cup of tea, you've come to the right place. Strange it should be so empty if the food's as good as you say. Hey now, boy, no need to be snippy. That's just how the restaurant business is. There are times when the place is packed and times when things are quiet. If it was always the lunch rush, how would I ever prepare food for the rest of the day? Oh, and speaking of preparation, I've got myself a little problem on my hands. You see, I've got to divide this 8-quart pitcher of juice into 2 equal portions. However, for the life of me, I can't seem to find my measuring cup. I wonder if there's some way I could do it by using 5 3/4 pitchers I found. This is a classic Professor Layton puzzle. Here we have an 8-quart pitcher filled with juice, an empty 5-quart pitcher, and an empty 3/4 pitcher. Pitchers are unmarked, and your task is to divide the 8 quarts of juice so that both the 5-quart pitcher and the 8-quart pitcher are each holding exactly 4 quarts. So touch the pitcher to pick it up. To move its contents, tap the pitcher where you'd like the liquid to go. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with this, and I'm just going to dump this right into this, and we're going to do this. So now there's 2 quarts. We're going to dump. Actually, let's restart that. So let's just dump that into this, and we're going to dump this into that. Nailed it.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Why am I able to see the edge of the emulator? Because I'm filling a gap. Because if I cut it off, you'd just see black. So you're better off just seeing the edge of the emulator. Well done. If you keep at it long enough, you're sure to come across the solution. The shortest possible solution requires 7 moves. I did it in 7 moves the second time around. These liquid distribution problems have been around for ages and have even been spotted in Japanese texts from hundreds of years ago. Ah, so that's how it's done. Great thinking. Thanks a lot. If I ever have troubles like this again, would you mind if I call on you for help? Professor! There she is! Quickly then, use the fish bones. Here, Claudia. Come here, girl. Meow! We've done it, Professor. Here she comes. Excellent. Now we can head back to Reinhold Manor. Well, we solved that one. They don't, actually. We tried this last time I played this. There was still a black line. I still ended up with a black line. Having successfully caught Claudia, Professor Layton and Luke decide to head back to Reinhold Manor. Are you becoming accustomed to moving around and investigating same mystere? Here's some advice to keep your investigation running smoothly. Some puzzles will disappear from their location in town as the story progresses. But there's no need to worry. Most of the unsolved puzzles are sent to Granny Riddleton's shack in the village square. Visit often to track down puzzles you've passed up and work toward completing every puzzle in the game. Something doesn't seem quite right, Professor. Professor! Oh, it's simply awful! Come quick, please! What's the matter, Matthew? If you're worried about the cat, we brought her back safe and sound. Oh, well, Madam will be very happy to hear that. But this is no time to worry about a cat. Just hurry upstairs, right this way, please. So, you're the famous Professor Layton, then. Name's Tell me. Inspector, tell me. I'm the inspector on this case. Well, I hardly call it a case. If this is about Claudia, we brought her back safe from town. Oh, Claudia, my baby. Mama missed you so much. What's this cat doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal to a crime scene? Have some sense. We were out when this crime took place and don't know what's going on. Could you please fill us in? There's been a murder, Professor. A man was killed here. What? Who was murdered? The victim was a resident of this address, one Simon Reinhold. Simon was... Approximately 2 hours ago, I received a report that a man had collapsed at Reinhold Manor. Upon arrival at the scene, it was apparent to me that Simon was already dead. I see. And the cause of death? I'm currently conducting an investigation to look into it. I'll just let you know right now, Mr. Layton. I'm looking at you as a potential suspect as well. The rest of the details concerning this investigation are classified. Speaking of the details, who placed the call to the authorities? Are your ears clogged? You deaf? Didn't I just tell you those details are classified? Alright. Alright, everyone. I'll be taking statements from each of you in the other room. Come on. Come in one by one. Alright. And let me make this clear. Under no circumstances is anyone to leave until I've talked to everyone. Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident? Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chelmy showed up. Where's Simon's body now? I didn't see this, but I was told that the inspector carried the body out shortly after arriving. I see. Well, it looks like for the moment, we're without a lead on this case. Well, you know, I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered. What is this? I'm sorry to say I have no idea, but I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it. Amazing. It's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. Look, it has an engraving. A small cog? Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits that description. What? Are you joking? Yeah, if I tried to fit it, it would be way too small. A puzzle at a time like this? Find the dot. You are holding an 8-pointed shape with a red dot on it. If you hold the shape so that the red dot is in the position shown in diagram A, then flip it over. You'll see a black dot as depicted below, or to the right. Now assume you are holding the shape as shown on the left side of the diagram B. Where will the black dot be when you flip the shape over? Draw a circle around where you think this black dot should go. So, if we flipped it according to the arrow, the black dot should show up on this side. So, which means it's going across this way. So that means if we do it this way, then the black dot should be here.
Luke, here's my answer.
Wait.
Ah, I suppose I thought wrong.
Did I not? But shouldn't it be on this side? Because the red dot should still be there. So if you flip it according this way, it would be on this side. That should be the same with that, should it not? Well, hold on, because if the black dot is on this side, then flipping it over would put it on this side. Which means in parallel contrast, it should be right here. And it should be flipped. Wait. Oh. Wait. Here, right? Because we're flipping it perpendicular. So it should be here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right. Take a look at the diagram for the answer. The black dot's position when A faces forward. The black dot's position when A faces backwards. Rotate A to B. When B faces backwards, the black dot is on the lower right. Yes. My apologies, but I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation. Not at all. The small gear is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us. I believe you are a good man, Professor. I'm confident you'll put the whole of this puzzle together. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew. It's a long struggle that cost Luke some scratches to his face and perhaps his pride, but we finally managed to catch Claudia. I think now it'd be appropriate to make our way back to the mansion and inform Lady Dahlia of our success. A small cog with an intricately carved insignia was recovered from the scene of Simon's murder. Perhaps the murderer dropped it when fleeing the scene. Is this everyone who was present at the site of the crime? I believe you're missing Raymond, sir. Raymond? Where is he? And what on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch Raymond at once. To be honest, madam, thinking on it, I've not seen Raymond for a few hours now. What? Don't tell me he was taken as well. No, hold on a moment. He's a suspect too. Perhaps he fled the scene of his crime. Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Raymond too? Imagine a murder in this very house. Brings a chill to my spine, does. You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry to find the master that did this. My good sir, I am no detective, but I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal behind bars. My sentiments exactly. Just don't understand. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't the type to be hated. If the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be this fiend's next target. You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Reinhold fortune, there are a few potential suspects. Good gracious! You don't think I'd do something like this, now? Simon and I got along very well, I'll have you know. We wasn't very close with Augustus, though. You know, all this talk of Hamlet has me contemplating a puzzle I once heard. The 6 brothers have gathered around a table to eat dinner. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the siblings directly above and below him in age and can't be seated next to either of them. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. The eldest brother, Brother 1, has already sat down at the big table and is waiting on the others to start eating. Can you find the seating arrangement that will keep everyone from fighting with each other? The eldest brother, brother 1, has already sat down at the big table and is waiting on the others to start eating. Can you find a seating arrangement that will keep everyone from fighting with each other? They're around the table and eating. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the sibling directly above and below him in age and can't be seated next to either of them. Alright. So, assuming 6 is the youngest. This should work, right? No. It still won't work. That should actually work, shouldn't it? What? So it states that each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the sibling directly above and below him in age, and can't be seated next to each other to either of them. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. Okay, that's not going to work either. Alright. So 1 and 2 is not directly above or below 5. 1 and 6 is not directly above or below 3. And 2 and 6 should not be above or below 4. And obviously 5 and 4 is not directly above or below 2. And 2 and 6 is not directly above 4, and 3 is not directly above or below 3. Alright, well that should work.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Good job. Inverting this arrangement horizontally will also result in a correct answer. Right, that makes sense. Oh, this way. Okay. But this is horizontal. Set the boys as shown and there shouldn't be any trouble. The mirror image of this seating arrangement is also a valid answer. Finally, a kneel in peace. Wait. Could I have moved one? I'm not worrying about it. Ah, yes. So that's the answer. Thank you for clearing up that puzzle. But we're still no closer to finding Simon's killer. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it. So please go and find the real murderer. Of course. I understand your position. It appears I am a suspect too. I'll find out what I can. Hey, where did Lady Dahlia go? I believe Madam has retired to the adjoining room to relax on her own. She's a strange woman, but it's only natural she needs to rest after a terrible event like this. Very well, then. Would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about? But of course, Professor. Please wait here. Lady Dahlia might act like a nice queen, but I guess even she was shaken by today's events. Luke, if you wish to ever become a true gentleman, you'll need to start showing a little more sensitivity. Oh, of course, Professor. I apologize. That was wrong of me. Madam will see you now. Just head back through that doorway on the left. Lady Dahlia, I have a deep suspicion this murder is connected to the mystery of the golden apple. What? It's too early to say for sure, but I think that it's highly probable the two matters are linked. And do you think that Raymond is somehow involved in all this? Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions. I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Raymond and bring him back here to me. It sickens me that I am being considered a suspect in this brutal crime. I must prove my innocence at once. As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We'll ask around town to see what we can find. I appreciate your help, Professor. Well then, I'll be awaiting the good news in the parlor. Hmm? Look at this picture. What is it, Professor? Oh, isn't that Lady Dahlia? She's holding a baby. That baby must be Baron Reinhold's daughter then. Flora was her name, wasn't it? Gosh, what a cute baby. Lady Dahlia hasn't changed much, has she? No, Luke, they say true beauty never ages. I suppose so, Professor. But even so, it makes me wonder. Maybe we can ask Lady Dahlia about it. By the way, Mr. Layton, I hear you're something of a puzzle connoisseur. This puzzle was popular in London when I left. I wonder if you have what it takes to solve it. 5 suspects. 5 suspects are called into police headquarters for questioning. They give the following statement. A. One of the 5 of us is lying. B. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. C. I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 of us are lying. D. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. E. All 5 of us are dirty, rotten liars. The police only want to release the suspects who are telling the truth. How many people should they let go? So how many people do you think is lying, and how many people are telling the truth? I think there's 2 people telling the truth. I think 3 of them are lying. You think C is telling the truth? I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 of us are lying. So, which statements are true statements then? Because if C is telling the truth, then it can't be 1 of 5, it can't be 2 of 5. It can't be 4 out of 5, and it can't be 5 out of 5. That's already all 5 of them that's lying. Which means that's only 1 person that's telling the truth. And they're Yeah, but he's saying 2 are telling the truth and the rest are lying. Or 2 are lying and the rest of them are telling the truth. That's what that is saying. Which means 3 people are lying for that to work. But that doesn't make any sense. Because if that's the case, let's just say he's saying 2 out of the 5 are lying. So how many of the 3 is telling the truth? And where does that leave the rest of them? That doesn't make sense in this puzzle. Let's use some hints. This puzzle might look like a big mess at first, but it's fairly simple when all is said and done. Take E for example, who says everyone is lying. If she is actually telling the truth, then her statement becomes a lie and she must be ruled out. Yep, E's a liar for sure. Let's rule out another couple of suspects. If A's statement is true, then 3 other people should be saying the same thing as A. This is not the case, so A is a liar. So that's already 2 liars. If B is telling the truth, 2 other suspects should say the same thing as B. Once again, this is not the case, so B must be lying. Oh, so that's 3 liars. So, to sum things up, so far we've proven that A, B, and E are lying. Let's examine the last 2 suspects. If 3 people are lying, the other 2 suspects should have the same statement. But everyone is saying something different. On the other hand, if 4 of the 5 suspects are lying, like I know these guys, 3 of the 5 of us are lying. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. Now, if 3 people are lying, the other 2 suspects should have the same statement. But everyone is saying something different. On the other hand, if 4 of the 5 suspects are lying, which means they can only release one person, which means D is telling the truth. Which means 1.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
But as the hints have said, if you're saying that there is a certain number of people lying, then the rest of them are telling the truth. And in this example, only one was telling the truth. That's right. Every suspect accused a different number of people. If anyone was telling the truth, it had to be one suspect, no more or less. The only suspect whose statement fits that condition is D. It looks like he's a free man now. I suppose I should have given you a tougher puzzle to solve. You do best to use that brain of yours to find that golden apple everyone is buzz about. Upon our return to Reinhold Manor, we were greeted with the awful news of Simon's murder. Seeing Lady Dahlia's distress, I've agreed to search the village for her missing servant. The inspector investigating the murder seems to suspect I had something to do with it. Pardon me, but we happened upon an adorable picture of you and your daughter Flora a moment ago. I beg your pardon? A picture of you holding a baby, the one that sits in the next room. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I never had any children. Huh? My apologies, madam. I must have been mistaken. At any rate, time is of the essence here. Go find Raymond and bring him back, would you? That's not Lady Dahlia in the photograph. Then who on earth could it be? I think we would do well to ask the butler a few questions. Perhaps he can clear this up for us. Ah, Matthew, do you have a moment? Certainly, sir. How can I help you? Found the picture of Lady Dahlia upstairs, the one of her holding a small child. Ah, yes, about that old picture. That's not Lady Dahlia, I'm afraid. It's a picture of Baron Reinhold's former wife. But I certainly understand why you would mistake one for the other. They were virtually identical in their appearances, their gesture, and even in the way they moved. So that photo isn't of Lady Dahlia, but of an earlier wife of the Baron. Wow, imagine finding someone who looks that much like you. What are the odds? Is there a chance that two were relatives of one another? I've never heard anything that suggested much there. It just happened one day. Baron arrived home and undecided with Lady Dahlia. Sorry to say that's all I really know about the matter. Not at all. You've been most helpful. Thank you, Matthew. How odd. The more I hear, the stranger the whole affair starts to sound. These are Simon's glasses. But how on earth did they end up here? This could be a key clue in the investigation. I think it best if we brought this to Inspector Chelney. What's the matter, Mr. Layton? Inspector, take a look at these. These glasses belong to Simon. We found them out in the garden. What the? Huh. I imagine they simply fell off the body when it was being carried out of the village. Besides, if you have enough time to manage the village lost and found, shouldn't you be searching for the Reinhold inheritance or whatever it is you're supposed to be doing? Of course, if you continue to interrupt my investigation, I have some ideas about what you can do. My sincerest apologies, Inspector. I don't like that Chelney one bit. He reeks of smoke, and he's so full of himself. And the way he treats you, Professor, it's just too much. With my boy. Pay no mind. Right now we have other priorities. Let's go ask around town and find Raymond. Look at you, heading away there. Whatever's the matter? Sorry to trouble you. Did you see Raymond around here today? He was here until just a while ago. Which is strange considering how often he sneaks off the job. But enough of that. I hear you're quite an ace with puzzles. Would you mind helping me out with a puzzle I've been mulling over? Oh, right now? We're sort of in the middle of something right now, but if you insist. Have you heard of one-line puzzles? The idea is to place your pen to paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the pad or retracing any part of the line. You can, however, cross lines. Now that you're familiar with the concept, look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Which is it? I don't think the circle can be drawn with one line. Each picture should be composed of lines that meet at different points. With these pictures, if you find a single line that runs out beyond the others, you know you have to start your drawing line there. Try tracing the answer out yourself. Some points may be the conversion point for several lines. You need to think hard about which line to take in and out of the point in order to make the sketches work. If your pen is entering a point forward, a point formed by an even number of lines, you will always be able to leave the point via another line. One of the familiar objects below can't be drawn as a one-line puzzle. You'd be surprised by how easily some of the more complicated pictures can be drawn in one stroke. That's why I say I think this one is that. Because how can you draw this one with one line? Without tracing the line back? You think it's that one?
That should do it.
Wrong!
I suppose I thought wrong.
I'm trying to think of, but I think this is it. Try it without retracing a line. Because you run into the problem of not being able to draw a single line. Which means you can't draw this line unless it still doesn't work.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
See, that's how the second one is drawn. Very nice. There's actually a very easy way to tell whether or not a given picture has been drawn in one stroke. This method will be revealed to you after you solve one more of these riddles. No, they didn't. Because you draw up, you draw the outside, and you continuously draw a square around until you get to that point. But I've been trying to trace this with my head and I can't really seem to get a straight line going. That's some fine work there. I was stuck on this puzzle for I don't know how long. Ah, you there, boy. I just had a terrible vision of you running into trouble tonight. So be careful out there, alright? Well, that was a welcome piece of news. But don't worry about me, because I don't scare easily. Baron Reinhold's wife Violet is pictured cradling a baby in a photograph on Lady Dahlia's desk. While the two women seem to be complete strangers to each other, their resemblance to each other is too uncanny to be chance. What's really going on here? Hey, you two, what are you up to? Let me in on the secret. I got it. Don't tell me I told you I got it. Out searching for somebody, huh? Hitting the streets for info, yeah? Sorry, I haven't seen your man. Are you sure you didn't see or hear anything that might help us? No, I got nothing for you. Quit asking me about it. Sheesh. I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your time. Oh yeah, and good luck with your crazy search. Two crazy kids on a crazy search, right? Right? But definitely do not go poking around the tower on the north side of town. Got it? Yeah, you got it? The tower on the north side of town? How do you even get to that part of town? Do you remember that clock tower in the square? I believe we must pass through it to get to the north side of town. Let's go check it out. That's the clock tower you were talking about, right, Professor? Yes, quite right. Someone's standing under the entrance. There seems to be a puzzle embedded in this door. I could have sworn there was nothing there a minute ago. Fascinating. This puzzle appears to be acting as some sort of lock for this door. How delightful. Look, my boy, why don't you give this puzzle a try? I'm almost certain the door will open if you solve it. Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Slide obstructing blocks out of the way to clear a path for the ball. This problem can be solved in as few as 12 moves. Alright. Move blocks out of the way by sliding your stylus across them. Move the red ball in a similar fashion. Slide the ball to the hole by moving the blocks.
think I've got it. I did it! Yes!
Well done. With all those blocks in the way, getting your ball to the goal was harder than you expected, wasn't it? Very nice. The door should open right up now. This doesn't look like it's going to open anytime soon. Hey there, you've been pretty busy solving puzzles, huh? If you want to pass through here, you need to have solved at least 12 puzzles first. But it looks like you've already done that, Well, I guess I just lied to you then. If you really want to pass through here, you're also going to have to solve one more puzzle. Strange dots. The dice below look normal enough, but if you look carefully, you should see a pattern start to emerge. You know the following. A equals 0, B equals 9, C equals 6. So what does D correspond to? Wouldn't it be 9? But D looks exactly like B. Look at the different dice shown. Now look up from your game and think for a moment. Can you think of anything in your environment that shares a strong connection to numbers? It's something just about everyone sees on a daily basis. The first hint states that the dice share a connection with an item in your environment that most people see on a daily basis. However, this item has come to take a completely different shape recently. The newer version of this mystery item shares no connection with this puzzle. The dice represents an object you are very familiar with. In fact, you probably have one hanging on your wall or strapped to your wrist right now. It's a clock. So this is 3. This is 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock!
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right. The dots on each die represent the hands on an analog clock. Way to go! You've earned it, mister. So come through. Are you still after that scary cat? We're looking for one of the Reinhold's employees now. He's a man by the name of Raymond. You haven't seen him about, have you? Raymond, huh? Yeah, I think I might have. Hold on. Where did I see that guy? Maybe you're better asking someone else. Go ask Lucy. She's standing under the clock tower. We can finally pass through the clock tower to the north side of town. How exciting! I can't wait to see what's in store for us there. A large gate bars the way through the base of the clock tower. In order to investigate the north sky of the village, it is imperative that we make our way through that gate. But how do we get through? A positively gargantuan gentleman named Zek stands in front of the clock tower gate and has refused to let us through until we solve 12 puzzles. That's easy enough, but it is a bit odd. Everyone in this village seems to have a curiously strong affinity for puzzles. We finally succeeded in passing through the gate and have made our way to the north side of town. The roads here are winding and narrow. Surely one of these people knows something of Raymond's whereabouts. I'll be sure to ask around. Look at that cat, Professor! It's not Claudia, is it? No, on second thought, it is a different cat. Yes, it's an alley cat, and judging by the way he bullies that poor mouse, a rather mean one at that. Ah yes, Luke. Speaking of mice, have you heard this one before? Mice are famous for their ability to multiply at breakneck speeds. The type of mouse we have here gives birth once a month, birthing 12 babies each time. Baby mice mature and can give birth 2 months after they are born. You picked up one of these darling baby mice at the pet shop and brought it home the day after it was born. In 10 months from now, how many mice will you have? I picked this up after I bought it from the pet shop right after it was born, and in 10 months from now, how many mice will I have? I think I'm only going to have one. I'm going to go with that answer. 1.
How does this sound? Layton's apprentice saves the day.
That's right. Your mouse can't birth any babies by itself. Correct. Excellent work, Luke. Not a painting scrap, huh? what you doing? I can tell you want to ask me something, but would you mind solving my puzzle first? My little brother and I came up with this one together. A boy and his big sister are sitting around the kitchen table chatting. You know, sis, if I took away 2 years from my age and gave them to you, you'd be twice my age, huh? Well, why don't you just give me 1 more on top of that? Then I'll be 3 times your age. So, just how old is each sibling? You think so? So how old are they? It's a little hard to figure out without knowing numbers, but if we think about it, 2 times their age would double their age let's say if they're 8, double that and get 16, and triple that you get 32. So I doubt that's how this puzzle is going to work, but they would need to be twins for this to work. And they're only talking about 1, 2, 3. And you literally can just tell their age by what they're saying. Alright. Let's use a hint. Let's see if we can pair, let's see if we can't pare this puzzle down a bit. When you take 2 years away from the brother's age and add them to the big sister's, she becomes twice his age. Additionally, when you take 3 years away from the brother and give them to the sister, she becomes 3 times older than he is. You could try and solve this with an algebraic equation, but that's no way to tackle a puzzle. Try to reason your way through this one. Move 2 years from the brother's age, and the difference in age becomes 4 years. Move 3 years, and the difference widens to 6 years. 4 years makes the sister twice as old as the boy. 6 years makes her 3 times as old. The brother and sister were born in the same year. They didn't have to be twins. They can just be born in the same year. So that would, he could have been born in early part of the year, and she could have been born at the end of the year. All right. Alright, so what did hint 2 say? You could try and solve this with an algebraic equation, but that's no way to tackle a puzzle. Try to reason your way through this one. Move 2 years from brother's age, and the difference in age becomes 4 years. Move 3 years, and the difference widens to 6 years. 4 years makes the sisters twice as old as the boy. 6 years makes her 3 times as old. Well, so would that make them both 6 years old? Which means they're both 6 years old. Phoenix, did you finally make it?
What do you think?
So we're trying to solve a puzzle.
All right.
So, a boy and his big sister are sitting around the kitchen table chatting. You know, sis, if I took away 2 years from my age and gave them to you, you'd be twice my age, huh? Well, why don't you just give me one more on top of that? Then I'll be 3 times your age. So just how old is each sibling?
I see.
That just hurt your brain, didn't it?
I suppose.
Koo and I have been talking back and forth, but I'll give you the hints. So one, let's see if we can't pare this puzzle down a bit. When you take 2 years away from the brother's age and add them to big sister's age, she becomes twice his age. Additionally, when you take 3 years away from the brother and give them to the sister, she becomes 3 times older than he is. You could try and solve this with an algebraic equation, but that's no way to tackle a puzzle. Try to reason your way through this one. Move 2 years from the brother's age, and the difference in age becomes 4 years. Move 3 years, and the difference widens to 6 years. 4 years makes the sister twice as old as the boy. 6 years makes her 3 times as old. The brother and sister were born in the same year.
Wow. So they're both 6, huh?
Well, that's the conclusion I've come up with. I'm still waiting on Koo's answer.
9 and 3, I guess.
Well, that's if you did 3 times and 2 times as old.
Oh, I see.
But
That should do it.
I just gave my answer, she said.
they're both 6 years old.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Oh, wow.
That's right. The conditions in the puzzle only work out if both the brother and sister are currently 6. The 2 siblings must have been born within a year of each other. So that's what she was getting in that. I just gave my answers. So basically, what she is explaining here is what you see in the diagram there.
Right.
But that's if they're 3 times as old, and if she was 2 times as old. So that would make it that they would be 6 years old.
Sounds about right.
That's actually one of the trickier ones. Was that too easy for you? Oh well. Hey, you know the guy from the mansion payment? He may look sedate, but boy does he like the nightlife. He's buddies with that party animal Jarvis. Jarvis? I don't believe I know the man. Where might we find him? You see, Jarvis isn't the type to place much value in being gainfully employed. At this time of day, he's probably lazing about around these steps to the north. Just head up north until you hit a fork in the road. Then take the path to the right. Okay, I have to go now. Let's play again later.
Gizmos, yay.
So at this point, Gizmo is missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces.
Nice.
Look, Professor, there's a puzzle hidden here.
But I was supposed to...
Well, this is actually
wow.
an easy puzzle. This worm's life dream is to make it to the center of the apple. Complete this slide puzzle and help him realize his dream. With only 8 pieces to manage, this task might seem easy, but it's probably harder than you suspect. Well, I doubt that this is really all that hard. Okay. Alright. Well, there's the worm. So, we're gonna go this way. this piece has to go down here. And this piece has to go over here.
It's a bit tricky. Very tricky.
I'm about ready to do it my way.
Sounds fun. The slide puzzle only has 8 movable parts, so don't be intimidated. Take your time with it. If you aren't seeing much progress, try something new with each move. Don't get stuck, moving pieces in the same pattern again and again. Have you noticed that a few of the pieces look very similar to some others? Focus your attention on those. If you are still having trouble, start by moving the piece in the upper left corner of its starting location. You can't finish the puzzle without doing so. All the pieces are scattered.
All the pieces are scattered.
The one that's giving me the most trouble is these two pieces right here.
Yeah, that does seem troubling.
The reason is because they're identical.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got it. Professor, I've solved it.
Nice.
Good job. You made a little worm very happy. For a simple slide puzzle, it was pretty difficult, wasn't it? As you were moving things around, did you notice that several pieces of the puzzle had almost identical duplicates? Yes, the one in the top left corner, which that's what the hint said, was identical to the lower right corner. But they were in the wrong position.
Yep. I could do this one in my sleep. Change the quality. Don't know why I have okay the quality.
Oh dear. Your fortune for this month looks abysmal. I recommend solving my puzzle if you want to avoid this terrible, potentially gory fate. One-line puzzle 2. The idea of one-line puzzles is to put your pen to paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the pad or retracing any lines. You can, however, cross lines. Now that you're familiar with the concept, look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Which one is it?
Let's see the glasses.
The glasses can be drawn with one line.
Oh. The house, I guess?
Are you sure about that?
So the only options is the hat and the ribbon.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Try it. Go to each one of these and see if you could at least draw one line. Now, you can cross lines, but you cannot retrace lines.
Uh-huh. Honestly, I don't know.
Well, the glasses is pretty easy. Because if you start at one of the earpieces and you draw it out to there, but you have to draw the entire circle, go in with the line, draw the entire circle again, go in the line, keep going, and then do the circles again, and then draw the other earpiece. That's pretty simple.
Okay.
The bow is basically a figure 8.
Figured it out.
Okay. Which
It's
one?
The top hat. The top hat.
You think it's the top hat?
Yes.
Well, here's my guess. I did it! Yes!
Let's go.
Nicely done. When examining a picture like this, the key to spotting a fake is looking at the areas where multiple lines intersect. When looking at these areas, take note of whether the number of lines running through a given point are odd or even. If all intersections contain an even number of lines, or if there are two intersections that contain an odd number of lines, you should be able to draw the pattern in one line. My, that was quick. Were you that scared of a month's worth of bad luck? I'm sorry to say that there's nothing you can do to change fate. You'll just have to tough it out. What's this? Yes, it's just as I suspected. I can tell from here, sir. You have something you want to ask me, no? Don't even try to hide it, sir. It's in your eyes. And ask you may. After you solve this puzzle for me. Island hopping, huh? Here's an overhead view of a cluster of tropical islands. As you travel from start to goal, your objective is to visit every island exactly one time. The island folks say this can be accomplished with the addition of a single straight bridge. The only other rule is that your bridge can't cross over any pre-existing bridge. So where should your bridge go? I'm gonna say right here. Right or wrong? See if you can visit all the islands with me drawing that bridge there. Once, without visiting it again.
So we're supposed to trace?
Yeah, so right where it says start, you're supposed to be able to hit all those islands at least once.
Ah. See.
Now, if you find out that my answer is wrong, tell me so. I'm already looking at it and it's possibly wrong.
Bless you.
That wasn't a sneeze. That was a cough.
I know. It says draw a line diagonally down and left between the island with the white and purple house in the middle and the gray island with the lighthouse.
This one? Is this the lighthouse? Are you talking about like this? Or are
Yeah,
you talking about this? Because if you do that, let me see. That might be the answer. This might be the answer. So if you look at this and you go here, you come up here to this, go to here, go here, go here, go here, go here. If you go here, then you go here and you go this way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, and goal. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Nice.
That's right. Now get out there and go enjoy that island paradise. Just as I suspected, a fellow detective. Your skills at puzzle solving are formidable, sir. Dare I say they approach my own? It's the eyes, I say. They never lie. And when they do, I know. I'm clicking to find hint coins. I only found one. Oh well. Lend me in here, would you? I'd like your expert opinion on this puzzle. It won't take but a minute. How old is Dad? A father and son are chatting when the son poses this question. Dad, I'm 22 now, but just how old are you? The father replies, you want to know how old your old man is, eh? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm as old as your age, plus half my age. How old is the father?
44.
He's 44?
Yep. Yep. Why, thank you,
That should do it.
Kuzma.
Another puzzle solved.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, he did say the father's the best.
That's right. Half the father's age plus the son's age should give you the answer, which means that half the father's age must equal to the son's age. The son is 22, so the father must be 44. I guess I was on the right track all along. Thanks for your help, boys. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll let you get back to what you were doing. Good day.
And don't bother us anymore, okay, old man? The dog is going well. Actually, that one. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought we gotta do the puzzle again.
Let me tell you, lately, St. Mystere has become a dangerous place. Case in point, I haven't seen Raymond since yesterday. Is that rascal missing or something? I don't know why people are disappearing, but recently they just vanished. Poof. You can't walk the streets alone. Really? Could you please elaborate a bit more on what you know of these mysterious disappearances? No, can't say I know the particulars on that subject. Seems to me that the only folks vanishing here are the ones complaining of feeling sick or tired. Ah, shucks. I don't really remember much about it. You probably had better luck talking with Zappone about stuff like this. I hear he's the know about pretty much everything. Zappone, you say? Where might we find this person? Who's it? Was it? You mean you didn't bump into him on the way here? I think we did. He's the slouchy guy with a fancy little mustache that talks like Luigi. You'll know him when you see him. Wow.
Wow, it sure is hard to catch a lead on this case.
The day is far from over, Luke. Let's see what else we can find out by asking around. After talking with the boisterous fellow Jarvis, we learned that a man by the name of Zappone may have some information for us. He's apparently hanging about the area right past the gate where the road forks. Rumor has it a number of villagers have disappeared recently. Oddly enough, those who disappear or are abducted, as some suggest, often do so after complaining of general fatigue or other minor health issues. Oh, hello there! Say, Sonny, you haven't seen a big coin around here, have you? I could have sworn that I dropped a lovely one somewhere nearby. I see. I always seem to be losing things nowadays, and replacing them gets mighty expensive. Becomes quite a penny pincher. Don't suppose you mind advising me a tiny money matter, would you? A rope and coins are arranged as shown below. As you pull the ends of the rope out to the left and right, the rope will draw taut and push the coins to either side. Assuming you only get to keep the coins that end up on the top half of the rope, how many coins will you have? Which means you're going to probably have to trace the rope when they're pulled taut. So you'll find out how many you'll actually get. Which means that's any one of them that is above the rope. Any one of them that are below the rope, you don't get to keep.
Got it.
What is it?
9.
9?
Yep.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
Let's go.
That's right. You'll gather up 9 coins when the rope is pulled taut. It's really quite a simple puzzle, but following every coin's path does take quite a bit of time. So in other words, everything above it should be in orange. And everything below? Yeah, everything above it should be in orange. My, what a sharp fellow you are. Now, do an old man a favor and help me search for that coin, eh? Just 3 more pieces.
Oh, we're close.
Looking into the mysterious disappearances around the village, are you? Well, let me give you my take on the situation. Well, Is something the matter? Ah yes, now I remember. If it's rumors you're after, take a tip from a fellow detective and go ask Crouton. He owns the restaurant in town. You're looking for the restaurant now? It's not far. Just head a little to the west of here. But before you run off again, I've got a tip for you. If you want to experience all that St. Mystere has to offer, you can't just run from point A to point B. Take some time and explore the city from corner to corner. You'll be glad you did. Much appreciated. Be sure to give that a try. Come, Luke, we have work to do.
I hear you've been investigating St. Mystere. Feel free to continue, but stay away from that tower. That place brings misfortune upon the village, and I strongly advise you to keep your distance.
Nice, I did it.
Hey, Ancient One!
Oh, hello, Ancient One. Welcome. Ugh, what the heck is that sound?
I had just had it! Would someone please stop the awful racket?
What's the matter, sir?
Who are you calling sir? I'm a young man! But never mind that, I'm furious! That sound! That horrible noise! I can't get a wink of sleep at night! Used to be the tower only made noises every once in a while, but recently it's been roaring non-stop! How am I supposed to sleep? You hear me, you big jerk of a tower? How am I supposed to sleep?
That guy needs to chill.
Please calm yourself, sir. Do you have any idea what the source of that deafening din is? You know, now that you mention it, I don't have the slightest clue about that. I've heard it's the roar of a huge monster that lives up in the tower, but who knows? So, the noise is coming from the tower, is it? That guy gets so worked up that he turns red like a tomato. He looks so dumb.
Yeah, you do.
Raymond? He hasn't been around today.
Looks like we reach another dead end.
Too bad you couldn't find him. He usually skips out of work and comes here to gossip and have coffee. And you know, speaking of gossip, I heard some weird rumors from my customers lately. Recently, there's been talk of some strange old man running around saying they're kidnapping people.
Kidnapper.
Who is this old man? I heard all this secondhand, so you got me there. You need to find a better source for village gossip. You might want to try your luck at the cafe. Usually you hear rumors straight from the source there. It's almost sunset now, so the cafe should be open for dinner. Ah, mysterious old man kidnapping village folk. Now that's a rumor.
Missing servant.
Puzzle sent to Granny Riddleton's shack. Alright, so those are the puzzles that disappeared on me, so we can find these.
Uh-huh. Professor, it's getting dark out.
I'm afraid that's my cue to start closing up shop. Come by tomorrow if you get hungry. Luke, let's take a moment to sum up our findings. We have a strange roaring tower, disappearing villagers, and an odd elderly kidnapper.
It's all so bizarre. I can't make any sense at all, Professor.
I think we finally got some clues on our hands, my boy. Observing the nightlife in this village might tell us more of what we need to know.
Great idea, Professor. Balls.
Alright, this is where I'm going to end it here.
Okay, well, thank you for having me, even though I came in really late.
Well, you know what? I'm not entirely worried that you came late. As long as you made an effort to show up.
Well, I wish I did.
Alright, so let's go ahead and find a raid.
Alright, well, I'm heading off. See ya.
Alright. Alright. So he's playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So give him a like and a subscribe.